Shifting focus, India's import of pulses have more than doubled in 2024, reaching an all-time high of 6.63 million tons versus 3.31 million tons in 2023. Climatic conditions took a toll on local production, forcing the government to rely heavily on imports. But here's the twist. Analysts suggest that the imports exceeded what was actually needed to bridge the demand-supply gap. The government's move to flood the market with yellow peas was seen as a strategy to control retail inflation. But how true is this, and why is the government now considering import duties to prevent market flooding and stabilize prices? To decode this, we now have Rahul Chauhan, Director of iGrain, now joining us. Mr. Chauhan, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. As I just mentioned, import of pulses more than doubled in 2024. Was local production, lower local production was the only reason why import of pulses surged in 2024? And now going forward, what's the outlook with respect to import of pulses?
Namaskar, ma'am. First of all, thanks for calling me on the show. See, the pulses market is continuously, the prices are decreasing due to high level of imports, which we have done in last calendar year. We have imported about 6.6 million metric ton of pulses altogether, and which is more than the double of the last calendar year. The reason behind is that government has allowed to import desi chickpeas, yellow peas, lentils, urad, and pigeon pea. If you see that from last many years, the import of desi chickpea was prohibited, but it has been open now. And till December, we have imported about 0.57 million metric ton of desi chickpea, which is nearly 4 times bigger than the last calendar year. Now coming back to the market, the consumption of pulses is 27 million metric ton, and out of which we have imported about 6.6 million metric ton, which is equivalent to 4 months of the consumption. And out of 6.6 million metric ton in December 23, government allowed yellow pea imports, and after that we have imported about 33 million metric ton of yellow peas. Now, what is happening? The consumption pattern of pulses, they are now getting changed, because pea is very economical in retail market as compared to other pulses. Now, what is happening? The consumption of other pulses, they are also decreasing. Due to that, the prices of all the pulses, they are below MSP nowadays. And about production, you were saying last 2 years, the production of tuar, that is pigeon pea, and other crops, they were less, due to which government allowed to import all the pulses except moong to India, as a result of which we have imported a record quantity of pulses. In From April to November, we have the cost of import. It was about $3.3 billion, which was $2.09 billion in last financial year from April to November. And I hope within this financial year, the import may reach about $6 billion.
So that was exactly my next question with respect to implication on prices, and what is the inventory situation on ground at the moment? Is the domestic market flooded with imported pulses, and consequently how much has domestic inventory risen by versus say same time last year?
See, importing pulses is a normal process, because we produce less quantity of pulses. But this time, due to yellow pea imports, many countries, they have dumped yellow peas in India. You will not believe, on port there is about 1 million metric ton of the yellow pea which is lying in the stocks for sale. What will happen? It will ultimately come in the market, and it will put more pressure on the prices. If I come on the prices, Urad FAQ, that is called fair average quality prices of Urad in Chennai, it was 8,900 rupees in June 24. Now it has been slashed to 6,500. Can you see how much this has impacted the Indian market? So overall, on supply side, we have nearly about 4 months of pulses, imported pulses available with us. Plus, this year, the production of pigeon pea, that is called tuar, is also increased. And I hope the production of chana and masoor in coming season, it will also pick up. So overall, this year, due to good rains, the productivity of pulses is increasing, and due to high imports, the availability will be more than the consumption.
Availability will clearly be more than consumption, but now what is the solution to this problem? I believe there are several reports which suggest that the industry has asked the government to impose import duty on these pulses. Is this true, and how much duty is the industry seeking?
Ma'am, see, there are many ways to control the prices. First of all, as we are dumped we have imported about 3 million metric ton of peas, and it has been extended to 28th of Feb this year. It should be, there should be the restriction of yellow pea imports in India, because farmers, they are not getting good prices. Second thing, there should be a quantitative restriction of import on pulses, or there should be a mechanism that certain pulses, if I import chana from Australia, the landed cost, it should be nearly about MSP or more than the MSP. Only then the prices they can move, and farmers, they can get the good prices. Otherwise, trade is suffering a lot due to heavy imports.
Understood. So I believe import duty on chana was scrapped in 2022, and import duty on masoor was also phased out eventually in 2022. Is there any chance of reimposition of such import duty?
See, if you see the current market scenario, we have a good quantity of pulses available with us for consumer use, and I think government should put some focus on industry also to, and farmers also, so that they can get the good prices. This in this budget, government has allocated 1,000 crore rupees to increase the production of pigeon pea, urad, and lentil. Even they have asked their central agencies like NAFED and NCCF to procure as maximum as they can. And this will be the golden opportunity for these agencies to make buffer stocks, because last 2 years we don't have any buffer stocks. If they buy for buffer stock, farmers will also get the good prices because they buy on MSP.
Understood. And you did talk about yellow peas, but also wanted your thoughts on urad, because imports of those have also risen by about 28% on a year-on-year basis, with masoor imports rising by about 58%. Do you expect the trend to reverse this year?
You are talking about Odad.
Yes.
See, in India, this year the sowing was less, and we are expecting about 2.1 MMT of Odad local production. And in Myanmar, which is now producing half of the production of India, the production of Odad in Myanmar, it may reach 1.1 million metric ton this year. And Brazil has also come in the picture. They are also exporting to India. So overall, whatever is the consumption in India, the availability of urad will be good, because all these countries, they have a good production of urad, and ultimately we in next financial year we will see a good quantity of urad importing in India. In this calendar year, we have imported about 0.76 million metric ton of urad in India.
Mr. Chauhan, thank you so much for taking your time out and helping us decode what the implications of surge in import of pulses will have on prices. Thanks so much for taking your time out and joining us.